Hello and welcome to another weekly vlog. I apologise in advance for the state of me. I have been poorly all day. I spent last night talking to God down the big white telephone in the bathroom. You need to understand the Billy Connolly joke to get that. I would put it in here but I'd get copyrighted. It's like where you're hanging over the porcelain bowl going, oh God. Yeah, so, or as he also says, calling for Huey and Ralph. Oh! Lots of that going on last night, so I was really sick. I was up vomiting all night. Today I'm on the sofa in my PJs, Sesame Street. Yes, I'm still wearing my Sesame Street PJs, people. With my blanket. I'm PS control and I'm going to play some Sims. I haven't eaten today. I feel like crap, to be honest with you. Nothing else is happening. Isaac's on a day off today for teacher training. He's back tomorrow. So it will be bath time and bedtime in about an hour. Darren is out walking the dogs. I'm hoping to get in to see my mum this week, and like I can't go into the house, take her up to, there's a local Costa. To me it's scandalous. I don't want to go into a coffee shop. I don't want to go out into shops because the virus. But if I want to see my mum, I have to. Because I can't go in her house. But it's not, it's the whole mental health thing. You know, my mum gets really down being in the house on her own all the time. Well, my dad's there, but my dad's really poorly as well. My dad spends an awful lot of time in bed. And I like to get in and check on them and stuff. And it's not fair for my mum to be sat there and not to have the company. So I sort of like, I need to think of different ways to see her, but her health's not that good that she can be out and about a lot or anything like that, and she can't come out here, but she can't manage the bathroom and stuff, but she's in a wheelchair and her carers come 4 times a day, so you have to try and think of ingenious little ways to get around it. So I'm hoping to go in on Wednesday, this is Monday, excuse me, and take her to Costa for a little coffee. The following week, next week, we have to take the car. Yes, the dreaded car, the saga. We have to take it to Armagh, which is an hour and a half's drive, to get the winch fitted. So we do that next Wednesday morning, and then we go next Friday morning to collect it again. So you can join us for that fun and games of me trying to drive this bloody car. Darren will have to drive down in ours, and I'll have to drive down in it. So obviously there's someone there to bring me back, so that'll be fun. Don't think there's anything else to tell you. The car's been collected, it seems to be going fine. We have to get a certificate of entitlement for my mum to get the tax switched over from one car to the other. My mum gets tax exemption because she is disabled. And we thought you could just switch over the tax from one car to another, the exemption. But no, they want to see all the paperwork again. And my dad is one of these people that keeps nothing. He chucks everything, including important stuff, including an envelope with all my old school reports from secondary school that I really wanted, and I'm gutted. So we had to phone to get another certificate of entitlement sent out before we can get the tax switched over. But when Darren went to collect the car from the garage, they were really offhand with him. I mean, he walked in and one guy says, "Oh, you'll need to speak to that lad over there." And he goes over and the guy's on the phone, and he said he was like a young lad, and he came off the phone and he just lifted it. He didn't look at Darren, didn't speak to him, he just lifted a set of keys off the wall and buggered off out the back. And Darren stood there, he said, for about 5 minutes, and nobody said anything to him. And he said to the other guy, "Excuse me mate, is he gone to get the car or what? Because he hasn't told me." "Oh yeah, he probably is, I'm not sure." And Darren's like, "Right, well, where will he be coming out if he has?" "Oh, well, if he has, he'll be coming out that way." So Darren goes out the front and the guy appears and he just comes out of the car, puts the keys into Darren's hand and goes, "There you go," and turns and walks off. Darren says, "Excuse me." And the guy turned back and he said, "Is there no paperwork?" And the guy says, "What do you mean paperwork?" And Darren says, "Well, I wanted a receipt of what's been done in the car for my service history." "What do you want that for?" Darren said, "Because if we ever come to sell the car, it's, you know, we want to have a full service history of work that's been done on the car." "Oh, well, we don't have that." I just really crappy attitude, and it makes me so angry because I would not accept that. I would be complaining about that. I would be going mad about that, as would Darren, but because my parents have to deal with them for this 12 months, obviously guarantee that the car's, because if something goes wrong with a car in a few months, it'll have to go back again. And if we kick off, it sort of ruins that relationship, if you get what I mean. And because they've paid £500 for 3 years service, and which is just ridiculous, obviously we can't do what we would like to do, which is say, who do you think you're talking to, you cheeky, ignorant, whatever. But we can't. Oh well, Network Q will have, I'm assuming that's the place that does their about. Contact us next week and we'll see if we can get it. Bullshit. We will be contacting them because they seem to think that if they fob us off we won't contact. I'm going to write to them with a recorded letter that goes via recorded post to request in writing the service history be posted in writing to us. Honestly. Right, I'm not going to complain anymore about this blasted car. Yeah, I went back and found a load of old vlogs of mine today. I'd put them all onto private on my Lisa Loves channel. But I thought, to hell with it, and I went back and individually put them all back on public. Not every video, but most videos I put back on public again. I wanted to keep that channel mostly like true crime and movie related, and I thought, I spent so much time for 2 years doing all these videos, why should I make them private? So I put them all public again. The plan was to move all the old vlogs over onto this channel so that I can have a history of vlogs. It's just like vlogs I watch, I don't watch many vlogs, to be honest with you. I tend to like connect with a particular person. I'm going to say that, I don't mean in real life. I mean like I'll watch someone and I'll really like them and I'll watch all their stuff. And it's not often I do that. It's not often I watch someone and think, yeah, I like you. I'll watch all your stuff. And I thought, I love going back and watching old stuff of people that I just get to know. So I thought, well, maybe there is a chance that some people out there might feel the same way somewhere down the line. So I wanted to move all my old vlogs over. And also, I like occasionally to watch them. Because the whole premise, the whole idea behind this, behind starting vlogging again, which I'd stopped, was for us, was to be able to look back and see what we were doing on Christmas 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, today, when I was putting things to public, I found our Vlogmas videos from 2018, so it's only 2 years ago. But Isaac seems so young in them, and it was just really nice. I watched a couple, and it was really nice to watch, and I thought, if we see such a difference in him in just 2 years, what difference is there going to be when he's like, say, 12? When I started filming him when he was 6 or 7. So yeah, I thought, yeah, I want to keep this up. I want to be able to look back and see and have these memories. Just silly stuff. I don't think when you take home video and take photographs, which I do a lot of, I'm obsessed with taking photographs. I don't think it translates as well as just putting together like just silly stuff that you do. Stuff that is nothing to you at the time, but maybe in a year's time you look back, oh, do you remember the time when we did this? And it's fun, I like it. I would encourage people to do it. Kelly. Think of all those videos of little Alice. Awesome. Right, anyway. I shall go. I will check in with you hopefully tomorrow feeling a bit better and looking a bit more human than I do right now. I'll speak to you later. Oh, before I go, I'll tell you, I'm Sims on Facebook. I'm on a typo negative site, and if you don't know who Typo Negative are, they're, would you say gothic rock band? They're a rock band of which the lead singer, Pete Steele, is the most beautiful man that was ever put on this earth. He is the epitome of perfection. Unfortunately, he is now deceased. But, God. I'll put a picture on so you can see. And a girl has made him in The Sims. She's made Pete Steele. And I'm like, oh. So I went on to The Sims and downloaded Pete Steele. She must have taken ages trying to get his face shape right and stuff. So I've now got Pete Steele in my house. So then I have to make myself, because it would be rude not to, really. When you've got Pete Steele in the house, you need to make yourself as well, just to see. So I now live with Pete Steele. It's fantastic. It's brilliant. And I also figured out, I'm always whinging because the long-haired hairstyles for men are crap. I don't like them. They're like a little tiny ponytail or a little hipster bun. It's like, or black long dreadlocks. It's like, well, if I just want long hair. But I figured out you can take the masculine filter off, and it gives you all the women's hairstyles that you can use on the men, which includes really long hair. So I'm very happy about that. May long-haired men just remain. And beards. Darren can't grow a beard, it's distressing. I says, why don't you grow a beard? Can't grow a beard. His beard just won't grow in, it's patchy. Tisk. Might get him a fake beard for Christmas. Right, I'm gonna go play with Pete Steele. I shall catch up with you later. Isaac has a new coat. I'm quite jealous. Turn around. He's got a Backyard Babies jacket. Darren got him a little bomber jacket and the transfers, and he's made him a Backyard Babies jacket. Yes, very nice. Very nice. You don't have to keep Isaac, you're making me dizzy. Sleepy dog is sleepy.
Stinky.
We're watching Most Haunted. Oh, look at that nice day. Can you see it out there? It is Tuesday. Feeling a bit better today. I've recorded an ancestry video that I'm going to put up on my main channel, and what I watched in September, even though it's only the 29th of September. But I recorded it today while I was feeling okay, because you have to grab these days with both hands. So yeah, nothing much going on today. It's a really nice day outside. It's a little bit cloudy, but it's nice. Maybe a bit chilly as well. So I'm going back downstairs, finished my recording. It's very dark. I'm going to help Isaac with his homework now. Not help, supervise Isaac with his homework. And I'll check in later if there's anything worth telling you. So we've done a circular walk that school have asked the kids to do. It's kind of religious, but it's like historical as well. So it takes you from like the beginning of, or look at this, like all about the Big Bang and stuff, and when the universe was invented, and we've gone back right to the beginning. So have you learnt anything, Isaac?
Yep.
What have you learnt?
I learned that the moon was formed 5.3 million years ago.
Was it not billion?
No, million. And the Earth and Sun were formed 4.3 billion years ago.
I'm going back to check on that. So we've come up and done the walk that I had to do for school for homework. And we've collided with a flippin' funeral. The walk's at the back of the local chapel. It's really busy. Yep, this is where we are. This is our local chapel. Right, back home to finish the rest of the homework. Hello, it is Wednesday and it is a really wet, miserable day. I was meant to go into my mum's today to take her out, but it's obviously got pushing a wheelchair. And it started raining last night, I think about 2 o'clock in the morning. It is now 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it's still raining. 12 hours continuous rain. So I haven't been able to go out. So hopefully in a couple of days, and Friday it'll be a bit easier. You know, last week I didn't get to take her out because she wasn't very well, and this week, weather. This not being able to go visit thing sucks. Because we're in October, no. Well, we'll be in October tomorrow. When you watch this, it'll be October. And the weather, it sucks. We're in Ireland. It rains all the time. It's cold. We can't meet in a garden if someone's physically disabled and not very well. So the idea of months again without seeing my parents, just, no, it sucks. And then you watch telly and people are going out to pubs and restaurants. And I just watched the news today. There was, Molly's here and Dobby's here, not Dobby, Myrtle. Coventry, which is a city in England, university, there was like a party. I think it said 200 people in the common room, and the kids have taken video footage of people on each other's shoulders, and they're all like crammed in, as tightly crammed as you could be in. And the cases have doubled there over the last week, and then you've got people that can't go see sick parents. It's just, it's maddening. Hello! Hello, thing living like chicken. God's mama, I'm still on to hell and never gets around. So it is Friday. I'm going in to take my mum for coffee. I don't want to go to a coffee house, but it's the only way I can see my mum because I'm not allowed in her house and it's a bit chilly for her to sit for any length of time in the garden. So we're going to a local mall shopping centre, which is literally 3 minutes walk from my parents' house. Masked up, just so we can spend half an hour together. Scandalous. Nothing else much happening. As you all know, we're on, like, not full lockdown, but lockdown where you're not allowed into people's houses, but schools, restaurants, all that palaver are still open. They are talking about doing a, what are they calling it? I can't remember. It's like a break or something. Can't remember the terminology they've used, but they're talking about going into full lockdown when the kids are off for Halloween. So the kids get a week off school leading up to Halloween. So they're talking about introducing full lockdown then, so the kids are all going to have to stay home over Halloween because they don't want to have to shut the schools. So they're thinking that's the perfect time. So we shall see. Don't think it's very fair on the poor kids. Like, there'll be no trick-or-treating this year. We're trying to introduce an idea in the village. I don't know how many people will do it, but whereby all the houses, or well, anyone that wants to take part puts, you know the way we did the NHS pictures in the window? Well, like a Halloween picture in the window, like a pumpkin or a witch or a skeleton. And on Halloween, instead of trick-or-treating, you take your kid out in their fancy dress and you just go for a walk around the local area. And every time the kids see a house with one of these pictures in, you, their parents, put some treats in their treat bag. So it's still like trick-or-treating, but you're not going to other people's doors. Now obviously other people will probably be out doing a similar thing. But because everyone won't be in the same place all at once and will be outside, they can see each other as they walk past one another, everyone in their fancy dress. So trying to see if people will do it, but getting people on board with things sometimes is difficult. But it's just a kid doing a drawing and putting it in the window. It's all they need to do to take part, just so Halloween's not completely ruined for the kids. Isaac loves Halloween. He's a massive Halloween fan, probably because me and his dad is as well. So yeah, it's a bit sad this year, but you know, you just have to. The virus is obviously more important. Darren picked up Isaac from school yesterday. And Isaac does jiu-jitsu, but it hasn't been on since the lockdown, since March. And he said, "Are you not going to the dojo in our local town?" And Darren says, "No, I didn't realise it was on." "Oh, well, it's not on out where we live, but the big main place, they have it on." Now, our main town that's near to us is one of the highly affected areas. And Darren said, "Well, no, I'm not going in there because the cases are going up and my wife's immune system's compromised. Her father's got COPD, her mother's got multiple sclerosis." And you know what the guy said? "Oh well, life goes on." Turned and walked off. How rude. Life goes on. Wonder how that guy will feel if someone in his family gets it and dies. These people, life goes on. Do they not watch the news? Are they not aware of what figures are doing right now? And are all these people that are dying, are they not important? Life goes on. Yeah, life does go on for you know, for necessities where you have to do things, but taking your kid into a contact sport is not a necessity. Isaac's Gaelic that he plays, Gaelic football is like football and rugby combined. You're allowed to like hold the ball, but you have to like kick it. You're not allowed to hold it for any longer than like 2 seconds, I think. So it's a bit like rugby and football combined. Isaac hasn't played it again since lockdown, but they did go back in July, and he helped coach, and Darren and Isaac haven't been back because again it's a close contact sport, so they don't feel comfortable. And people, I think, there were a few parents in a similar position to us that didn't go back either. But a lot of the parents that did go back were very much like, "Oh, these people, you know, God, God's sake, life has to go back to normal. They're being ridiculous, da-di-da-da-da. Gaelic activities have now all been suspended because several members of the Gaelic team have come down with coronavirus. I mean, you couldn't write it. Look at this. Right, I'm going to switch off because the sun's making the picture look a bit... Yes, people, sun. It is... it's 13 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I don't know how to do the conversion, but it's not very warm, but it's very sunny. So I'll speak to you guys later, let you know how I got on with my mum. Adios.
To escape, the city was sticky and cruel.
Prefer the Roy Orbison version, but there you go.
I shouldn't have called you friends, but I was dying to get to you. I was dreaming while I drove the long straight road ahead. You had a job in about a year, living down in my parents' basement. I wish that I could get out of here. Sometimes I think I need a vacation. Mother off my back. She gonna party, gonna drive me crazy. Someday that bitch is gonna make me crack. I think the last time she calls me lady. You're a letdown. Pardon me if I'm a letdown. To my family, I'm a letdown. 1, 2, 3, I'm a letdown. You don't like me. Now my sister bought a fancy car. I got a piece of shit from 1980. But at least I got my 2 guitars. A one-way ticket to nowhere, babe. Every morning to the sound of the radio screaming. 6:30, 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I got to leave. Walking on the street with nothing on except the shame of last night. My hand of a man I don't really need. Where do I fit in? Where's my place here? What do I need to say? Do you wanna hear? Where do I fit in? She's in your bed. Am I beautiful?
Costa, and we're having a coffee. My mother is sporting a rather dandy floral mask. They got our order wrong. I asked for, that's my mum's, it was meant to be a cappuccino. But that was meant to be a cold caramel macchiato or something. Useless. Right, we'll go a bit further now. No, I apologise about the light. I've only got one pair of sunglasses in the car, and they're prescription sunglasses, and I've got my contact lenses in, so I can't wear them. I'm getting bloody blinded here. Who thought that you would have needed sunglasses in September in Ireland, eh? 17 degrees now. So I took my mum to Costa and we had a coffee, and they got both our orders wrong. I ordered an iced coffee, I got a caramel thing that was just so sickeningly sweet, it was disgusting. Just now heading to get the Wiggly Chinese! Get out, get out, get out. My dad got his pension letter for claiming state pension. He's 66. Apparently he can claim it from his birthday next year and he'll be 67. I wasn't aware that the pension age had gone up to 67 for men. So I had to do his online thing for him today. So I'm doing that, and so I'm now going to the Chinese. I have not been into this Chinese. I don't know how long it's been because Darren always goes in, but obviously now we can't go in to see my parents into the house. So today the purpose is for me to see my mum, and I did go in to sort out my dad's pension application because he can't do it on his own, and the carers came from my mum and I was so self-conscious. It's like, shouldn't be here, but I'm here, and the carers have seen me shit, there's nowhere to park. Right, this is awkward, can I fit in there? Oh dear. Happy flipping days right in front of the Chinese. Ha ha! Can I get some fried chicken Hong Kong style, please? Yeah. With boiled rice? Yeah. A portion of chips? Yeah. 2 sausages? And chicken fried rice, please. That's it. Did I ask for a portion of curry sauce? No. No, a portion of curry sauce as well.
Thank you. I'm just going for other things in the back.
Hello. The dog's pushing under the cushion. Myrtle Turtle. She always goes under my cushion. I'm back at home, it's Friday evening. The reason I'm here, I've just watched the local news and let me just pause this, or mute this should I say. New coronavirus cases in Northern Ireland have been are almost 1,000 in the last 24 hours. I am shocked. The highest figure, you know, recently leading up to this was 398, I believe, which was really high for here. Northern Ireland is not a big place, it's very small. As a matter of fact, the county of Yorkshire in England, so I suppose similar to like an American state, the county of Yorkshire is larger than Northern Ireland. Obviously Ireland itself is a large, it's not a large country, it's still a little country compared to many others, but Northern Ireland is just like, I would say about 1/3 of the whole of Ireland. 1,000 new cases in 24 hours. It's just out of control, it really is. Although I will say today, I did tell you recently that our local town was one of the high risk areas. It just gave all the figures. It was given like for Derry 600 and something, and I think it was over the last week. Another place 800 and something. But the town I've come from and I live just outside now was only 46. It says that we've cut our cases by more than 50%, so that's good. I will say when I took my mum out today, and as I said, I did not want to go out. I don't want to go out around shops that I don't have to be in, but I wasn't going to be able to see my mum at all otherwise, and like I said before, she gets down being stuck at home, and so I took her for a coffee to Costa and we were really careful. She went and got some Christmas cards, you know, just a box of Christmas cards. She just likes to feel like she's doing something. She hasn't been able to do anything for Christmas. And I would say 98% of people were wearing masks. Some young kids weren't, but then you don't have to until you're older than 11, although Isaac always does. But But I think I saw 2 adults the whole time we were out that weren't wearing face masks. And then there are reasons people could be exempt, so you have to remember that. Everyone that doesn't wear a mask isn't just thoughtless. They maybe can't wear a mask for whatever reason. So yeah, I was pleased to see how many masks they're wearing. You know, every place you go into has hand sanitizers and has, you know, like antibacterial wipes and all this sort of thing available for customers. So that was good. So I'll probably, while this lockdown's, well, I'm expecting proper lockdown, like where you can't go out at all, like we had before, where you can maybe go like 1 walk per day. But we shall see what happens. But I was shocked, 1,000 new cases. Scandalous. Hello. Saturday. It's been raining all day. I've been up sick all night again. I vomited loads last night. So that's Sunday night and Friday night. So I haven't even had 5 days. Oh, this eye really hurts. So it's not good. I don't know what has kicked it off. I mean, I haven't been physically sick in months and months, maybe over a year. And twice now in a week. Not good. Nothing much else to report. Nothing happening. I just feel sick. What a wonderful Saturday. I'll check in with you guys later.
What are you doing, Dad?
I'm trying to make a hedgehog house.
So, where did we get this box again?
We got it from Tesco's. It's a muscle box.
We got a muscle box from Tesco made of cellophane, I think it is.
Polystyrene.
Polystyrene.
It's insulated. It's got lid.
And we are making a
It's going to get covered in that to make
hibernation
it even
house.
more waterproof and make it green so it doesn't stand out in the garden.
And
Inside,
the reason we're doing this is because we have a hedgehog in our back garden.
make sure you're pointing that when you're filming. Inside it's going to have a wind jammer, so there'll be a wall here. So a hedgehog comes in there, and then it'll go down there and all the bedding will be there. So that's going to be walled off there. So if any wind blows in, it doesn't get...
It's Sunday. Darren is building a hedgehog house to house our hedgehog we haven't seen for a few days. There's a hedgehog, a wild hedgehog in the garden. I've just spotted that my little bunny ornament's on its side. Can you pick that up when you're outside? So the dogs are investigating what's going on.
I'll put one of them in if you don't behave the sense.
I am not well today again. I feel sick.
Are you filming my mess on the table?
No, actually no, there wasn't. I am now though. Yeah. It's really poorly on Friday night, felt awful yesterday and sort of recovering today. So I'm going to be editing this vlog this afternoon before tea. And that cactus is well and truly dead. Look, I can even kill a cactus, folks. That one's still alright though.
That's just a piece of it. I'm just getting back to the corners now.
Are you eating again?
Me? I wish I was. I'm starving. Right. Shall we explain what happens? On today, veranda, bedding area, draft excluder. If the wind blows in this way, it can't go around, you see.
Okay.
So then we get the lid on.
You're not even going to take that sticker off?
Keep the don't know it's mine.
Ow! Ah!
Make sure it works. And then this might make a mess, so I've got to turn it upside down. Isaac, I'm folding it like a present, so you need to get off the stuff altogether. Thank you. Which way do I do it?
Ha ha ha!
It's going to make a mess even when I do it, so it doesn't really matter. Try it, might snap.
Good, it's good if it's not.
Can you bugger off, please, dog?
Don't know what
You get a pluggy band in the eye.
I got her. Got her. Ah! It worked. Yeah, boy, we're finished.
Right, mind your feet, because I think dog's been out here.
Yep.
Right, hopefully it's going to fit
Rainwater.
in this corner under all this ivy. A bit of disguise on it. Now, can it climb up in there, do you think? I think it should be able to get in there okay. It's just it sometimes gets very wet in this corner and I don't want it flooding. Or that'll be no good, will it? Right. Put that back.
A sneak peek. It isn't barely visible. That is it right there.
See where that piece of ivy's going. Disguise it a bit up top.
Look at that. It is barely visible. Shh, don't tell anyone about it.
I think that should be about it. Do you want to just film down there in the gap and see if you can see inside it alright? So I bet the camera went though.
As you can see.
I don't mean film inside it, just film the gap so you can see the door, is it? Just so you can see the door, okay?
It's quite hidden. Yeah, boy. Is that us done it then?
What?
Is that us done then?
Yeah, watch where you point in the camera.
So that was us building our Hedgehog hibernation house. Hopefully you thought it looked okay. Hopefully you liked it. So I'm just gonna ask Dad to see how he thought it went. Dad, how do you think it went?
Oh, alright. Hopefully it'll find its way in.
Yeah.
Better use it after all that hassle.
Hope you enjoyed. That's it, boys.